Yeah! What's up, everyone? Thanks for tuning back in. Today I'm talking about something that took me a little while to figure out in Australia, and I think could be really helpful to you if you are going there. One of the things that happens when we start traveling, and it happens to everybody, is that we kind of fall out of our gym routines. One of my really good friends, Braylee, she's a huge gym rat, and she says the same thing to me whenever she travels. She falls out for the first couple days or week. You really fall out of your routine because you're drinking and partying and eating, and you're so busy seeing all these new locations and traveling that you get out of it, and that's okay. It happens to everyone. It happens to me, and I don't know many backpackers who haven't fallen into the same thing. But once you do settle down, you're going to want to get back to the gym. Now, in Australia, there's so many options to choose from, but since being there and trying out actually a few, I think I nailed it down to my favorites. So today I'm going to lay down my top 3 gyms for travelers in Australia. These are the gyms that are going to be best for you as a backpacker or as an Australian that likes to travel around a lot. Now, these gyms are going to be tested in 3 categories: accessibility, quality, and price. All right, let's jump into it. Okay, so excited about this. First, I'm going to tell you the 3 gyms that I think are the ones you should look at. I'm going to tell you the benefits and disadvantages of each of them, and at the end, which one I think you should go for. So the 3 gyms are Anytime Fitness, Jets, and then Plus Fitness. Now, all these gyms are pretty great, and you can't really go wrong with any of them, but I'm going to tell you the different advantages and everything about them. Okay, so first off, it's accessibility. The good thing is that all 3 of these gyms are 24 hours. I wouldn't put anything on the list that wasn't 24 hours because as a backpacker and a traveler, you're going to be bouncing around all different kinds of hours and schedules and stuff like that. So a 24-hour gym, for me at least, is a must-have. Now, when it comes to these gyms, they are different in the amount of locations they have. The top of this list for accessibility would be Anytime Fitness. They have over 500 locations across Australia, so it's pretty safe to say that almost anywhere you go, you're going to have an Anytime Fitness. Luckily for me, that anywhere I went, it was never more than, say, 5 kilometers away from an Anytime Fitness, which was absolutely great, including Bundaberg, Cairns, anything like that. It was pretty awesome anywhere where I was living. If you're in anywhere reasonably populated area, you're going to find one. The next on the list is Jets. Jets has about 250 locations, which even though it's about half, it's still pretty good. It still is not a hard time, especially if you're in major centers, anywhere near a city, or even a larger town, you're going to be able to find a Jets as well. And the third on the list would be Plus, coming in around 220 locations, which again, not that big a deal. Across the country, 220 locations is pretty damn good. And this accessibility really matters on where you're located, how often you're traveling. If you're going to be bouncing cities, pretty much all these don't matter. If you're going to be going towards the small towns, I'd probably go to Anytime Fitness. So I'll give Anytime Fitness the plus for that one. All right, number 2 is quality. Luckily, all these gyms are pretty damn good. Anytime Fitness and Jets are damn near perfect. They have consistent locations. They have newer machines. They have gym classes. They have pretty helpful staff. They have nice bathrooms and showers. Both those are great. The one that I would put a little bit at the bottom would probably be Plus Fitness on this one, just because from the ones I went to, which was about 3 or 4 of them across Australia, they did have slightly older machines and it was a little bit smaller locations. That being said, Anytime Fitness and Jets do have varied sizes as well, but they pretty much have a consistent quality about them. So I would give the check mark to Anytime Fitness and Jets on this one. And number 3, the final category, which may be most important to most of you, is price. Coming in at most expensive on this would be Anytime Fitness. Anytime Fitness, generally, it depends on location a little bit, comes with a $99 sign-up fee and a $68 monthly fee. And unfortunately, most Anytime Fitness all work on a contract plan, so you'll have to sign up for a 12-month contract, which, if you're a backpacker, is not really that big of a deal since you're going to be there for a year, and if you're an Australian, doesn't really matter at all, I guess. But you got to sign up for the year contract. One good thing with Anytime Fitness is that if you are anywhere in Australia or outside Australia, and you're more than, I believe it's 20 or 30 kilometers from a location, you are able to cancel your membership without a fee, which is pretty damn awesome. When it comes to Jets, they have the exact same sign-up fee as Anytime Fitness, coming in at $68, and they only have an $89 sign-up fee. So It's $10, which doesn't really matter, but when it comes to Jets, you also don't have to sign up for a membership, which is pretty awesome. They don't have any memberships. You could sign up for longer memberships, and I believe you might get a better deal, possibly. Again, might depend on locations. But all in all, you don't have to sign up for a contract. You can pay month by month, which works pretty well. But again, with the sign-up fee, you might want to plan on staying around for a little while. And finally, at the top of this list, coming in at the cheapest, is Plus Fitness with a $64 monthly fee and a $54 sign-up fee. Now, this is pretty good, and that sign-up fee is pretty much half, right? And that's really good. If you're looking for that, the sign-up fee especially is kind of a pain, especially if you're a backpacker. Sometimes you don't have a lot of money up front, and that $100 to chuck in and your first month turns out to be $164. That's already expensive, but it is about $60 cheaper than the Anytime Fitness or Jets Fitness would be. So if that's something you find important, I'd consider that. To me, my favorite of this was Anytime Fitness. I used Anytime Fitness across all of Australia, and as I said, I never ever had a problem finding an Anytime Fitness. It was so close. They were able to replace my key fob really easily when I found one. They had a couple cool classes that I only did a couple times, but I found them quite nice, and they had pretty convenient times with it. And yeah, for the price, it is the most expensive one, but for me, the availability and the locations was number one, absolutely. So if you're going to Australia, I definitely recommend one of these top three. And on the top of that, if you are close to an Anytime Fitness, if it's the closest one for you, or if you agree with me that that is probably the best option for your traveling, I would go Anytime Fitness. All right, guys, that's it for me. Either way it works, you're going to have a great time in Australia, and there's a bunch of cool gyms there. If you want to hear more about it, please feel free to reach out to me. All right, peace, guys. Cheers.